I'm with Peter Goulet of the Nepean Raiders, and I guess, Peter, how has it been for the Raiders this season? And I guess maybe if I make it a little more specific, the off season or when you started the season, what were the expectations, or did you have to make a lot of changes?
Yeah, I mean every team's expectation is they want to get into the playoffs, win a championship, and it was no different for us. And we had a great start to the year. We started, I think it was 11-5-1, and in the last 14 games, only able to win 2 games. We've been in most of them, but just unable to win, and it's been frustrating for our guys. And I made 3 deals at the deadline, and 2 real tough ones, 2 20-year-olds, 2 of my captains, which was tough, but it was good for both of them. And we'll see how these guys respond in the room in the next 5 games before Christmas.
Yeah, and I guess you've been in a kind of a funk in the same way as the Braves. The month of November wasn't the best of months. So, Peter, at this juncture, obviously now that you've dealt a couple overage players and picked up some draft picks, and as you said, give some opportunities to some pretty loyal members, and I guess number 1, Brandon Watt.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a first-class young man, and he's a hell of a hockey player. He's going to help Ottawa a lot. He'll bring great experience to them when they get into the playoffs. And, I think it was a good move for both organizations. Good for Brandon, give him an opportunity to, with a new team, and he's going to go into a new team next year. And Robert Morris has, he's got D1 scholarship, so I think it's a good move for Brandon, and for us, it gives us, helps us for next year and gives us some draft picks, which I haven't had in the last 4 or 5 years. Our scouts are happy. We got our first round pick for the first time in 4 years. So scouts were, sad to see Brandon go, but excited about the first round pick. So, it's one day at a time here, and one period at a time, one shift at a time, and we just got to go out and have some fun and work hard. We have to be ready. Brockville's a tough rink to play in, and we got to be ready to match our energy.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I guess, official. This will be your 3rd meeting, I guess, 2nd officially. And what have you seen in the first 2?
Yeah, just typical. Brockville's always been a great game, Brockville and Nepean. And, we've always been, both of us have always been in the top 4, 5, 6 of the league. And, this year we're not right now, but I think both teams are good, solid hockey teams. And, can make some noise in the second half of the season. And, it's Maddie and Adam have done a good job putting the team together. And, they think they've just run into some untimely games. And, I don't know. It's tough for me to say talk about them when we're struggling so much. And, but I think they're in the same boat. I think if they start winning, look out. And I think we're in the same boat. If we start winning again, look out. Both teams are still capable of making some noise. So, hopefully, teams can't take either team lightly.
And through this, I guess, all of a sudden you got a little break off to the I guess the fourth or 5th Challenge Cup in Toronto, a different venue this time to the Big Smoke in Toronto. But was the experience this year any different than the previous years?
That was a great experience. Obviously, the results weren't there the last couple of years. We lost in the finals and 1-0 in a shootout, and then last year. We tied. We had to go to the finals. We had to win the game, and we tied 1-1 on a late goal by the team from Toronto. And this year, the results weren't there, but I enjoyed coaching with Dale McTavish and Sylvain from Gloucester and Dale from Pembroke, and a great staff. It was a well-run event, and if I get an opportunity, I look forward to doing it again for the league.
Lastly, I was fortunate to talk to Broyden Stuffco here, and remember your hockey team, and Broyden, of course, from this area, South Grenville, or Prescott native. And how has he been?
He's been unbelievable. He's tweaked his shoulder, nothing major, more precautionary. Need him for the stretch drive, but he's been nothing but a first-class Raider. He works his butt off every shift, every practice. He's good. He's respectful. Good in school. There's nothing more you can ask from a young man. He has all the tools, and both on the ice and off the ice, and a great character kid, and I've enjoyed the experience of coaching him in the first half of this season. Look forward to the second half once he gets healthy.
Thanks, Peter, for doing this as usual. Really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Peter Goulet of your Nepean Raiders.